Hello, everyone. I was in a discussion the other day with two of my very good friends. One considers himself an agnostic, and the other one considers himself a non denominational Christian. During the conversation, the self proclaimed agnostic made the statement that atheists tend to believe that they are their own gods. This was met by the joyful cheers of approval from my Christian friend, coupled with a fist pound. And at the time, being that it was almost 1 o'clock in the morning on a Monday, and I had gotten to sleep at 3 o'clock in the morning the day before, no, I had woken up at 3 o'clock in the morning the day before. The statement had baffled and confused me. I've been considering the statement ever since, and I think that I've arrived at an appropriate response. What godlike qualities do you believe atheists think they have? Do you believe that we think that we're the masters of the universe, the controllers of our destiny, the authors of our own existence? Do we know everything, or even claim to? Do we think ourselves omnipotent or perfect? It seems to me that the thought that an atheist, who is simply a person who does not believe in a god or gods, believes that they themselves are their own god, could only be posed by a person who believes in a god, and is so closed off to the idea that there may not be one, that they do not otherwise have the ability to believe or even think there is someone who could not believe in God. I would love to be a fly on the wall in that person's mind and be privy to their thoughts as they tried to see through a door they were unable to open. Now, I do realize that that can be posed both ways. It can be claimed that I cannot understand religious faith, which is the foundation of belief in God, but because, well, I don't have belief. I don't have religious faith. But, and I can really only imagine what the internal dialogue of such a person who was closed off in that way would be like. I know God exists, and on some level, so does everyone else. Because it is an undeniable fact. That means that if they truly do not believe in God, my God, God must go somewhere in their lives. And if they do not believe in my God, or the God of any other religion, as they claim, then the only place God can go is internally, making them think that they are God. And that's just hypocritical and ridiculous of those atheists. Poor deluded atheists. Anyway, the conversation continued by both the agnostic and the Christian pointing out that I'm here on YouTube trying to refute God in order to gain worshippers, as a person who believes that they are God would do in an attempt to use me as an example of an atheist who believes that they are God. My thoughts on this are very simple and can be summed up in one question. If one of the characteristics of being God necessarily is the active role in gaining worshippers, why then does the God that you believe in never speak for himself? I needn't go through the responses about God speaking to everyone in this way or that in order to, I think, rightly suppose that it will lead back to my original idea that a person who would pose that atheists believe that they are their own gods are in fact incapable of thinking in certain veins due to the shroud placed over their minds due to religious belief. I'm not saying this is fact. It's just a thought.